I myself, I'm from Belgium. I'm 23 years old right now. My expertise in the fitness industry is especially in calisthenics, and let's say athletic training, because I'm also a conditioning trainer for a few tennis clubs and stuff. So I'm doing a lot of different stuff, but I try to focus on functional training and the explosive kind of training. And right now I'm teaching, well, I'm kind of teaching international when it comes to nutrition and stuff, but like I'm doing the live stuff here in Belgium around Ghent, which is a pretty big city. Well, for me, it wasn't like this one moment where I made like a decision. But the thing is that I was like my entire life was really and I had really low confidence because of that, because I was also really weak. And being a young boy, you want to be strong, and like a little bit of ego that's coming in there. And I got into parkour and free running at around age 13, 14. So I started doing a lot of jumping and running and all this kind of stuff, kind of playing around. But I kind of became really good at it. But at age 17, I actually got an injury, which is the jumper's knee, and it's chronic. So that was kind of big for me, because parkour was like everything I wanted to do with my life. And then I decided to just, if my lower body was capable of training that anymore, I decided to just like start training my upper body and get stronger there. And I got a little bigger, I got a little bit more muscular, I got stronger. And at this point, I was feeling like really good. I actually started a course to know more about the body and nutrition and everything a coach needs to know, actually. But I kind of started that myself, and I just started applying all these different things. And then I had my own transformation, and that actually inspired me, because people started making comments and asking me what I did, and that kind of inspired me to make the same change for other people. So I kind of rolled into it because people started asking questions, and now this is my career. So yeah. Well, first of all, definitely the health aspect of it, because I'm really into health. I think it's really important, and especially in these times, where people just find what happens if you're not really taking care of your health. So for me, that's very important to start with. Then the second thing is community for me, definitely, because I love bringing people together and bringing them into a certain mindset, and having them not just follow me as a trainer, but each other, and start to, they start coaching each other, because they know what they had. I gave them some tips in the past, and then they see a question of someone, and then they respond with it, and then they start like kind of training each other, or like helping each other in the nutrition and even in the fitness aspect. So that's really, they insert at certain points, and I don't want to be the one who knows everything. I want to share my knowledge and like educate other people, so that at some point they don't really need me anymore. They can actually train by themselves. They know what they have to eat and everything. And I feel like that's what a good trainer does, like bring community, and how they can remain fit for the rest of their lives by themselves. And then the third aspect definitely is how fitness just affects everything else in your life. If you start your fitness journey, you learn to have some discipline. At a certain point, you see your body changing, so your productivity goes up, all these different things. So you see a lot of changes happening just because you made that one decision. If you, of course, do it in a good way and you develop discipline, you just do it in everything else as well. Well, one of the struggles I faced, especially in the beginning, if you're starting like a fitness business, or you start off as being a trainer, you see yourself working with people who want to see some change comes to their bodies and their health, but they don't want to make any changes in their lifestyle, right? They say they do, but they really don't. And you see, everybody can say what they want, but that doesn't mean they're actually going to do it. So that's what I noticed. And a lot of people, you start working with them, but then they come home, they don't get the proper nutrition. They don't have to do, and then you can keep going on with sessions, but they won't see that much progress, you know. So in the beginning, I was like really afraid to talk to them about it and to really face them with the struggle they are facing. It's not really my struggle, but it is, you know, but it's basically their problem that they face. So I was kind of afraid to really talk to them about it. Also because I was afraid of losing clients, because I was doing this as a full-time job right away. So, you know, it was a problem for them, it was a problem for me too. So at a certain point, I realized that I can only help people who want my help. Right. So now I just engage with those people. I just tell them like, hey, let's have a talk. I feel like you're not taking this seriously. So I'm going to give you a choice, but because this way it's not going to work. Either you're going to work and you're going to take it a little bit more seriously, which doesn't mean you can't have any cheat meals or anything. I'm not, you know, I go for lifestyle, not too much of a strict diet.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like it's important that they take it seriously, because I actually tell them like, this way you're not just wasting your time and your money, but you're also wasting my time. And I could be working with someone who does want to see some results and does want to do what they need to do. And I actually did this even before I had enough clients, you know, to actually run my business. And people started to take me more seriously as well. And I just now feel that all the clients I do work with, or that do start on a plan with me, that they take it serious right away. And that was just a little shift in my own mindset, and it's just working out really, really well, actually. Definitely, you know, at first I was not really taking it too serious, because I have my own nutrition club where people come and we talk about their nutritional habits and stuff. And we also have the classes that we have in group sessions. We do it outside. It's a lot of fun. And then that's basically my basic thing I do, and I love doing the most because it also creates a lot of community. And then at one point, all of a sudden, it was just like, hey, you can't bring people together anymore, and you have to do, and well, you can't even see people actually, just your own few bubble, you know, your parents and stuff. So that was a little bit of a harder moment at the start, but I'm not really someone who stays there, you know. I'm not panicking. I'm just like, okay, that kind of sucks, so what can I do? So what I did, I was just really quickly, like, I think here the lockdown went in on Thursday, and I had my first online class on Saturday. So I don't like to lag or like think too much of it as a problem. It's just a challenge that we have to overcome. So I just went on to online classes. And I didn't see it as something that would limit my business or my connection with people. It was just expanding, because instead of just working locally, all of a sudden I had access to helping everyone around the world real quick. So I always wanted to develop a system to, you know, reach out to more people, but I never had the time. Which basically means it wasn't a priority at that point. So then all of a sudden it was like my biggest priority, and we kind of fixed that up in like 1 or 2 days. And it actually went really well. We grew the first week, or like in 2 weeks, there were already 300 people were joining this group. And like at some point they were joining the workouts. I actually did it for free as well. So the workouts were for free online, but then they came into contact, and then, you know, we had a little talk at some point, and some people started following the entire program. So I just give a lot of free value, and we still do that actually. So now we do both. I do the one-on-ones, also just nutrition sometimes online. We do the group workouts online, we do it offline, we do kind of everything, and we just reach out to a lot more people. And for me personally, as I said, I'm not someone who likes to lag on problems or like think too much about it. I feel like we just you know, just start it up, solve the problem, and then if any problem or struggles come along the way, then you fix it, and it just gets better and better. So for me, it was just like challenging that part of my brain again, because I've been in the comfort zone for a long time. If you keep doing what you're doing, you get into this comfort zone, and you know, it was challenging, but it's great to see how it turned out right now. And it's a lot of fun, actually. I get to work from home a little bit more. Well, For me, it was kind of a hard question because you never know. You can't predict the future. But I was thinking, I think it will go back to a normal, like the way we're used to it. But I do think that some things are going to change. Just if I think about the market, it's got quite a push upwards. So a lot of more people are getting into fitness and getting into just general health, really, because now more than ever, people are aware how important it is that they have a good immune system and good nutrition and stuff. Even though the media didn't really help, we're just talking about staying inside and washing your hands, but not once did they talk about enforcing your immune system, which is a pity, but still. But what I do think is going to change is that more people started moving because they had more time. They didn't have to go to work. So they started, working out and doing some kind of movement. And I think now that they probably saw some change in the 2-3 months that they had to stay at home, maybe I think a lot more people are going to, keep on building upon that base that they built during the lockdown. That was a really hard question. What I did notice if I think about it in Belgium, I don't really know what it is like in other countries. So that kind of makes it hard. But when I look at it in Belgium, I see that a lot of people usually train, especially if I look at the guys, they train for aesthetic goals. So they just want to really look good. If I look at people my age, they usually go to the gym and they work out there and they just want to, get as big as possible. But I think that's kind of the same thing as in a lot of other countries. With the girls as well. That's a good thing, actually. In the last 5 years, I've seen like a lot more enthusiasm when it comes to girls and fitness, because they used to be really scared of getting bulky and stuff. And I feel like that's changing. So that's a good thing. I like seeing that happening. And what I also see is that that there's a different mentality when it comes to nutrition. When I compared like 5 years ago, there was still, cardio and just a calorie deficit. And now people are more aware of what do I eat and the nutrients. There's still a lot of work to be done, but still it's getting a lot better. But I don't know if there's that much of a change when it's compared to the other Western countries. I think it's kind of the same. What I do also notice, especially because I'm in the calisthenics stuff myself, like a lot of body weight, that is developing here in Belgium at a really, really high rate. You see these street workout parks popping up everywhere. So I really love what I'm seeing right now. In the city where I train most of my people, there used to be none. Then all of a sudden there was one, and now there are 3 built in the last 4 years or 3 years, I think. So it's really developing a lot. I like seeing that, because when it comes to bodyweight workouts, it's accessible for everybody, right? So it's free to go to the street workout park, and everybody can start working on their bodies. So I like seeing what's happening there. Just make sure your people enjoy the process. That's the most important thing. They will never ever sustain what they're doing if they don't like what they're doing. That's a mistake a lot of people make. They go to the gym because they feel like they have to go to the gym to get to a certain result. But the focus should really not be too much on result and more on the process, where they can just enjoy going for their workout. If someone really hates running, don't make them run every day, right? Because they won't sustain on doing that. So that's, for me, is pretty important. I have plenty, but like right now I'm really jamming on Under Armour by Beam, which a lot of people don't know. It's got this vibe to it. It's get me pumped up. Definitely fries. Definitely fries. It's kind of a cliche in the calisthenics industry, but it's definitely Chris Heria. But it's probably not just because of the fitness tips that he gives. They're great. He has the best app when it comes to calisthenics as well. But I just also admire him as a business guy within the calisthenics industry. He kind of put it on the map, so I have a lot of respect for him. something that really touched me in my entire life, and I see it for everything, is how you do anything is how you do everything. And I really feel that to be true. So a lot of people who don't take their new habits, as you know, in the fitness seriously, don't take a lot of other things that serious. So I feel it in every aspect of my life.